Okay, been wanting to do this for a while. We're going to do some basic introductory lessons here. First, we're going to start with the strings. This is an acoustic 6-string guitar. So let's start with the strings. If you watch other YouTube teachers, they will start you with this bottom string as being the first string, top string as being the 6th string. So we have the E string. Top string tip is also an E string. So it may be a 6th string, but you only have to know 5 strings because these two are the same. So top string, bottom string are an E. The next string up is a B. That would be the 2nd string, a B. The 3rd string is your G. Then you have a D, and then the A, and then the E. Now, let's talk about our fretting, okay? Each little square here, okay, we have this square, we have this square, we have this square where the dot is, and so on and so forth. The 5th fret, if I'm up on the top E string, the 5th fret is the same as the next string down, the A. This is an A. I just strummed both these strings here. Okay, so this is how we used to tune back in the day. I highly recommend that you pick up a tuner for 10-15 bucks. So much easier. Some guitar amps come with guitar tuners as well. Right, so there's the next kind of lesson is how this and this is the same. This and this is the same. It sounds like I'm a little flat there. Until you get to the B string, and we're just going to stay away from that for now because we don't want too much information. I've already given you a lot of information. Now, the next thing that we want to do once we're in tune, I want to move to teaching you about fifths, perfect fifths. So the next focus is going to be perfect fifths, and then on to octaves. And there's a reason, and then we'll move into scales and chords. Let's take a chord, okay? So we have A through G in the musical alphabet. So this is in the top string. I'm just going to stick with the top string for now. This is an E, and we continue on down, and I'm just going to give you the chords. So we have an E, we have F, F sharp, we have G, we have G sharp. There's our A. We have an A sharp, we have a B, we have a C, we have a C sharp. There was no B sharp. There's no B sharp, and there's no E sharp. So we have C, C sharp, we have D, D sharp, and down here where the double dots are, back to the E again. And there's your octave. So we have an E, we have another E, okay? And then we have those notes that are in between there. All right, let's see, how do we teach you this? So, and for fifth, for a perfect fifth, the notes are always going to be, so there's the A, 5th fret on the top string, okay? This is your 3rd, your 5th, your 7th, 9th, 12th fret. Let's talk about fifths. Fifths are always, I'm going to use that A on the top string here. So we're here, okay? And then I'm just going to go down 2 frets, okay? So we got the A's here, 1, 2, but then I'm going to go to the next string. Alrighty? So that's a perfect fifth. You're welcome to go seek out and learn about the perfect fifth and why it's called the perfect fifth if you want to. All right, so there's your fifth. Now you can do this. Can you see what I'm doing here? I've got this one, and these fingers are just out of the way, and then this one. You can use this finger too if you want. Top string, 2nd string down. Okay, is that better? I'm here and here. There's your fifth. You can do that anywhere you want on the guitar. Okay, I can do it down here. And come back over here. Alright, This is called a bar chord, and the bar chord, it's actually a power chord used in heavy metal, but you can do the fifth anywhere. Now you can make some music. You use the tools to make some music. All right, so let's take that to the next level. When we're on the open string, remember it's 1 and then 2 frets down. So when we're on the open string, it's open and 1, 2 frets. So there's your fifth. We've got the open string here, top string open, and then on the next string down, we're 2 frets in. So there's your fifth, all right? Now, the last thing in this lesson, because I do want to keep them to around a 10-minute lesson, is the octave, all right? If I do the same thing with that fifth, instead of the second string, it's the same fret. I'm going to go to the third string. Can you see what we're doing there? First string, nothing going on the second string. It's next string down. Right, so see how it's the same thing, and that's the octave. Somewhere over the rainbow, that's an octave. Again, that second fret up top there, just the next string down. Same as a fifth, octave. And you're essentially, what you're doing is you're just playing the same note, but it's higher pitched. Right now, this is an important next lesson. The same as I taught you on the fifth fret here, there's your A, and the next string is the A. If we come to this third fret on the next string down, so I'm on the A string, that's your octave there too. So I can play the E. I can do it on the A. Okay, so there's your octave. There is an issue when we get to the B string, you have to move that up 1 fret, all right? So there's another lesson for you. So we've done the strings, E, A, D, G, B, E. So every angel does good. B, just B. We want to be. We are beings. Anyhow, or if you want to learn it the opposite way, I learned it from top down, and so we all learn the guitar differently, I believe. So we've done the strings, we've talked about tuning, talked about fifths, perfect fifths, and this will come to make sense when I start to talk about scales, and that'll probably be where we go to next, is a major scale and a minor scale in the next video. And then we talked about octaves. So practice that. And remember those bar chords, the fifth. That's the octave. All right, so the fifths and the octaves, you can really start to have some fun, even when you're like just kind of soloing. That's an octave. Now we're talking about the fifth. All right, so peace and love to you all. Taking that breath and just have fun with it, all right? Don't worry about how fast you're learning. Don't worry about the fingering and things like that. You can do finger exercises, just run, you know? to get these fingers used to, kind of stretching between the frets and things like that. And then of course we'll get into chords. Listen, I've been playing for years and years now, mostly a bass player, and playing guitar chords is, it's not easy for me either. So don't beat yourself up. Have fun with it, and when you're playing with it, just try to have some well, I want to say feel, because that's really what it is. Once you get into it comes, and the trick is learning these notes of the guitar. So one more minute, I'll give you one more lesson, and that is kind of a quick way to learn the notes. But let's start up the top here, the very top string at that first dot. That's a G. I wish somebody would have taught me this, because it would have helped me learn the fretboard quicker. So G, the next one is an A. Okay, so if I go to that next dot, there's your A. You go to the next one, B. So you're just following the notes in succession. So you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And let's just stop it there. I cut the video right there.